Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's episode is going to be about how to make your kitchen smell nice by using natural herbs and spices. Now, as Nigerians, or I'm sure other people from other countries too, when you cook your native dishes, they usually come with really strong odors. So though they are really tasty, the odor is usually the problem, especially when you cook with things like locust beans in Nigeria or some other dishes like ogbono and like that. So I have been using this method to keep my kitchen smelling good for a very long time, and it's been very effective. It's also really cheap. So what you need is a pot dedicated for this purpose. You can just get, you don't need an expensive pot, just get any small cheap pot that you can dedicate for this purpose. The reason why it's better to keep the pot for this purpose is because cinnamon usually gives off a brownish color, and over time it tends to stain the pot. Now, the amount of cinnamon I use varies a bit, but I would say that 3 whole sticks. When I say whole sticks, I mean the long, full, uncut one. You can then cut it into pieces, and then about 2 teaspoons to 3 teaspoons of cloves, depending on how you like it. You really need to adjust this to your own sense of smell. So for some, they may feel that the cloves has a very strong smell, so they want to use little. And then also, if you feel like you want to spice things up, make it really smell very different, from just the basic cinnamon and cloves, then you can add food flavorings essence into the mix. But for me, I hardly use any essence. I just use my cinnamon and my cloves, and that's it. Now we'll add this cinnamon and the cloves into the pot with about, just fill the pot halfway with water and bring it to a boil. Once you've got the whole mixture to a boiling point, you can leave the lid on if the lid has a vent. But if it doesn't have a vent, it's better to open the pot so that the smell of the cinnamon, the cloves can really do its job and kill all the bad odor in the kitchen. Now, this doesn't only work for the kitchen. If you have any area of your home that has any bad odor, things happen. All you need to do is to bring this to a boil, and please ensure that you don't have little kids at home, and that you carry it carefully and safely to whatever location you want it to be in. So you can take it to the designated location and just leave it there for a while, and before you know it, it's kills of the bacteria causing these odors, and that's it. You have a clean, sweet smelling home. So the reason why this works so well is because cinnamon and cloves have antibacterial properties. So this really is a natural way. You don't have to spray air fresheners and all sort of things, especially in the kitchen, where all this could even end up staying on your, or getting on your food, and causing health problems later on in the future. I also know that some people use bukhur in the kitchen after cooking, but I'm not comfortable with this because bukhur emanates smoke, and smoke, as we all know, inhaling smoke can also be dangerous at the end of the day. So I hope that this little or short clip will help you to keep your home, your kitchen smelling sweet and fresh. Thank you.